Hi, good afternoon.
We are running our COVID-19 technology response on Teams.
Teams has given us the possibility to continue to innovate,
to continue business, and to react, and to decide action.
Bringing up video visits and accomplishing 14,000 visits in a matter of a few weeks.
L'Oréal, since first day, has decided to convert its facilities to produce hand sanitizer.
I can bring them in. I can actually share my screen and show the x-rays.
Completely agrees in a game changer for medicine.
The university is not only teaching, is research, is building up projects, is creating culture.
We care about keeping London safe, keeping the police service going. We're living on Teams. It's as simple as that.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Firstly, for those of you that tried to work with us last week, unfortunately, we had a couple of connectivity problems of our own, and were unable to complete the session. So I do apologise for that at the outset. But I'm glad to be with you today, and I'm joined by our technical director Keith Pritchard and our support manager Martin Barber. And we hope that this short session you find informative and hopefully will help you in the current climate that we're in to maximise the communications to your staff and of course to your customers and to your suppliers. So let's have a look at where we are today and what we're going to cover. I do not wish to spend long. I'm sure you're all inundated with COVID-19 news. It's incessant on all of the channels, and we all know we're in lockdown. We're being forced to work from home. Many of us are in isolation, and of course we're all suffering from a rapid economic decline. But we need to adapt, and we need to work in a different way if we're going to survive. As we migrate through the process in the UK in particular, many of us, I believe, will continue to be in a work-at-home status for some considerable time. And in fact, many of us may never return to the way that we operated in before. So let's talk a little bit about sort of SMS and our customers. You know, we're here to support you. This session is ironically in nearly almost every instance telling you about functionality and features that you already have supplied from us. What we want to do is to make sure that you can maximize the usage for that and use those tools to best effect. Okay, and of course, anything that comes out of today or you have any questions, we will take some online, but our sales and support teams are fully open, fully operating on Teams, might I add, and are very keen to see if we can help you if you've got any snags along the way. So let's have a look at what we're going to talk about. The majority of our customers have moved to Microsoft Office 365. The Microsoft Office 365 suite, originally called BPOS at one point in time, migrated into 365, originally had a very small amount of functionality in it, primarily around SharePoint and email, but has grown significantly in its breadth and depth in terms of the level of functionality and the applications that are within it. Of course, the downside with a huge amount of functionality in there is that it's often difficult to be able to know which component parts to use for best effect. And hopefully today we will be able to give you some insight into how that looks. So let's take a little look at what's available. So the Microsoft 365 stack, okay, as we've said, now has everything available from CRM with Dynamics, word processing with Word, Excel, PowerPoint, a multiplicity of different applications. So let's have a look, particularly today, about how you utilize Teams, which is one of the latest more recent functions that have come into place. And so let's have a look about how we're going to use Teams and how it's going to help you, particularly in a remote situation. So, okay, Microsoft Teams, as we've said, is a collaboration platform. It's based in 365, and it enables you to do audio, video, chat, whiteboard, file storage, and an application integration all within one service. It sounds, for those of you that are not familiar and haven't used it much, as to be quite complex. Actually, it is relatively simple and extremely intuitive to use. It enables you to chat from anywhere, meet with anyone, call from anywhere, and collaborate from anywhere. So, how do we get Teams operating? Now, I'm going to be helped along the way here, as I've said, by Keith, and the difficult questions will probably be answered by Martin, but we'll step through it. So, tell me, Keith, and how do we get Teams and how do we get it operating?
Hi, Chris. I'll just take over from Keith. Basically, so to get it working, first of all, you can either sign up for the free trial, or some customers who already have 365 will actually have Teams part of the actual package on some packages like the basic or the standard and enterprise plans. You can literally, Teams is available. You can on the link on the screen, which will be available after this webinar. And then basically, once you've got it set up, you can literally just install the client on any device, and you just log in with your 365 details.
Brilliant. So what you're actually saying here as well is that at this point in time, Microsoft are supplying this application free.
At the moment, they're applying it for 6 months. Yeah, it's free, and it's basically just allows you to use it during this crisis time at the moment. And it's just an offer that they're doing at the moment.
So there's no catches in that. You haven't got to sign up for sort of 10 years and you get 6 months free. It is literally, you just get it for 6 months, and at the end of that 6 months you can decide.
Exactly. Yeah, you can literally get the service cancelled. Not a problem.
All right, brilliant. I think that will be particularly helpful to a number of people that we've got. So we've got Teams downloaded, we've got it installed, and of course, and here is hopefully all of our opportunities rather than our troubles begin. How do we schedule a meeting?
So basically, thanks, Chris. So basically, all you do is you open Teams, and then you would go into the calendar, which is on the left-hand side pane. And you'd click on new meeting, and then you'd fill in the details for the meeting that you want to have, and you'd obviously add the people that were going to attend the meeting, and then literally and that's how and then you save it, and that schedule the meeting with in your calendar.
Brilliant. And for those of you that are working at home, you could be anywhere from your lounge to your kitchen, or perhaps you do have a designated office. But one of the things that you'll notice is that I am talking to you from an office. Whereas actually I'm not, I'm talking to you from my home. You are able to actually customize your own backgrounds, should you wish, when you set that meeting up. There is a tab on the front which enables you to select your own background, or indeed to download a specific background or logo or company image that you wish, so that you can look particularly to your customers, should you wish to, that you're working from anywhere. And indeed, I've got a background actually set on mine at the moment. So we've got it done. How do we invite external people to join that, Martin?
Okay, Chris. So yeah, so basically, in order to do external sharing with people, there is an option that needs to be enabled, and our support team can help advise how to do that. But once that option's turned on, you literally just enter their email address of the external person, and as an attendee to the meeting, and then invite them, and then they will get a link through their email that they can just click on and join the meeting.
Great. Okay. And if I want to invite external people,
external people is the same. So literally you just put the person's name in of the email address of the external person, and then basically just invite them, and that would just work.
Brilliant. And if it's for instance, if it's a long and complex meeting, or perhaps it's a board meeting, how can I record that?
So to record it, you literally would join the meeting, and then to start recording it, you go into the meeting controls, which is there's 3 dots at the bottom of like a pane that comes up, 3 dots. You click on that and there's an option that says start recording. And then once the meeting's finished, you'll get a notification at the end with the recordings on it.
Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, that's that meeting can be fully recorded, and I guess you can recall and replay that at will.
You can do, yeah. You get a file that you download, and you can put it on your website if it was a webinar like this is, or you can share it with the board, or whatever you want to do with it, basically.
Right, and if I want to just start a chat or video call with perhaps one of my colleagues, how do I do that?
All you need to do is you search for the person that you want to speak to or call, and then what you'll have is you'll have 3 options in the top right hand corner, and one of them is a picture of a camera, one is a phone, obviously self-explanatory. The camera one is for video call, and the handset one is for the voice call only. And also as well, you can have up to 50 people in the same call.
I think that'd be an interesting conversation with 50, but it's good to know that it's not limited to just a few, and brilliant. So, and how about sharing documents and collaborating?
So yeah, you can with partner teams, there is that function in there where you can literally join a meeting and you can share your screen with somebody in the meeting. You can share files, so there is options to share documents like Word or Excel. There's literally just an option when you go to browse the file to share it, and then it will literally be shared between everybody on that call, so they can then view that file. They can actually open the file as well in Teams. You can share files and work on them together as well, so it's in real time, so it's very useful.
So if you were, for instance, if you're constructing a proposal or a specific correspondence, you can pass the control backwards and forwards between yourself and any of your colleagues that happen to be on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Great, got it. Okay, and sharing files?
So sharing files is straightforward as well. It's just a case of you start a conversation with someone, and literally you click on the paperclip to the bottom of the message, and you'll have 2 options. You'll have OneDrive and upload from your computer. OneDrive is obviously means that you can just select the file that you've got stored online, and upload from your computer allows you to take any file that's locally stored in, say, documents or downloads or something like that, and then it will then upload the file to the chat session, and then they can basically download that.
And this, of course, makes a significant advantage compared with a number of the other applications that are out there that work perfectly well, particularly in a consumer market. But of course, they're not fully integrated into all of the Microsoft tools that the majority of it use within a business environment. So, using and sharing files and documents as well as the audio video experience, I think is as close as you're going to get to being in a one-to-one actual real-time situation with people. So yeah, that's a brilliant part of it. So moving on, Martin, have we got another advert to show?
We've got so we've basically got an advert to show now, which is another advert that Microsoft have released. So I'm just going to get that played now.
All right, lovely.
We've all been here before. The conference room, the speakerphone, the missing files. Not in the room, then you're not in the know. Well, this has been nice, but can we not? How about we invite everyone you work with to work together? Be seen, be heard, be there when you're not. Share your files and your opinion, and maybe even a happy little fruit guy. When you're ready to unleash the power of your team, open Teams.
I will add at this moment in time that there isn't functionality within Teams that will give you a squeaky North American accent. We haven't built that functionality into the UK version of the product, but hopefully the messaging is clear and gets across. So we've got a few real FAQs that we often get asked about the system. One is, okay, can I dial in, dial out using a normal phone line? And the answer is yes. Okay, and we can integrate fully into a business phone solution for you, should you wish to take that approach. Skype for Business and Skype are both very familiar terms, I'm sure, to all of you. That solution is being retired, but Teams will fully interact seamlessly with end customers that and users that might still be using a Skype application at this point in time, although the migration to Teams is very rapid at this point. And lastly, it says, is it easy to add Teams? Well, hopefully we've explained to you how easy it is to set up Teams and to download it. We've covered the fact that it's within your own Office 365 subscription if you have that, and in this instance you are able to get the application free of trial, as we've already covered. And if you do not have Office 365, then again please give us a call and we'll be happy to step through with you a migration plan which would enable you to take advantage of the entire SMS stack at this time. So lastly, really, what about us? And how can we help, and how do we fit into this? Well, I think it's just worth saying we've been in the messaging and collaboration business since 2006 and have been a dedicated Microsoft partner during that period. What that means, of course, is that we have a significant amount of experience in almost any environment in terms of deploying these solutions, sorting out any issues that you have, and getting your users up to speed rapidly. It's what we do. We are a specialist in the cloud, and we are a specialist in Microsoft Unified Communications. Our help desk is fully open, as I've mentioned earlier on, and we're happy to talk to our customers at any point and get you up and running as soon as we can. And all of our staff live, eat and sleep these solutions. We are talking to you today on them, and we are running our business completely at this point, as you would expect us to, within our Teams environment. So thank you very much for watching today. I do hope that that what we've gone through hasn't taken up too much of your time. I hope that it's stimulated some thoughts. Hopefully will enable you to, if you're already using Teams, to get more out of it, or and if you do, please call us. Or secondly, if you're not using Teams, and Office 365 will make it compelling proposition for you to look at that. You can get us on our sales line and our support line, which is on the screen right now, and of course our email address is simplyemailsolutions.com. There's also a white paper on Teams if you would like to download it, which gives you some more information as well as covers most of the points that we've gone through today. And of course, as we've said, the free 6-month trial on the solution without any strings attached, you can pull that down through our website, and the link is also contained within the presentation that you can see in front of you now. So once again, thank you ever so much for watching today. Thank you, Martin, for helping me step through the Teams solution that we're able to offer. And I hope all of you are keeping well and keeping safe. And we look forward to speaking with you again on a number of other webinars that we're doing that are surrounding remote working, security, and other aligned solutions that we're able to offer within the cloud. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Thanks very much. Bye.